And now we cross over to Mombasa County, where the National Construction Authority Summit is currently underway. And currently speaking is Lands Cabinet Secretary Alice Wahome. Let's listen in.
I think the country knows you now. Is that so? Are we speaking the same? Yes, I really appreciate your presentation. It was quite deep, and you have brought out very many issues that interact with us daily. Some of them we are blind to, and I think highlighting and speaking to them helps in the inclusivity discussion. Then we have various presidents and chairpersons of the people who are here, including distinguished participants. Feel very much welcome as the chief guest, but also the cabinet secretary in this ministry. The ministry is Lands, Public Works, Housing and Urban Development. Susan, I will forgive you because even me, I took time. I used to interchange those the way they are arranged there, but now I know it's Lands, Public Works, Housing and Urban Development. I think it's the longest. We have 3 state departments. So, dear participants, we have this morning listened to several presentations, and I want to say that I have an idea because I have seen the program of what went in the morning and what will go on in the afternoon and the next 2 days. And I am privileged myself as a cabinet secretary to be the chief guest and to speak here this morning, this afternoon. And therefore, allow me, I will make 1 or 2 very short remarks off the cuff because I have a written speech. Sometimes it's better because the mic can be very tempting. And therefore, allow me to go straight into my written speech. But I want to say that I like the theme, leveraging on MSMEs and technology. I was looking at it and wondering whether Susan had not seen my team in advance, because you see we are discussing MSMEs, which is her sector, but of course we have technology and how we can work to support, to be supported and to have it resilient and of course sustainable. Sustainability is a problem in this country and elsewhere in development, and when you work without thinking about sustainability, then your projects or your programs collapse at the end of it all, notwithstanding the investment. I know I'm speaking to my colleagues, professionals, in different sectors, but mainly now today, we are calling ourselves people in the construction industry or in construction sector. And I'm glad to note that we are getting women on board. When we were in the holding room, we discussed that and we will come up with a strategy to have more women, persons living with disability and youth in the sector, and especially the big construction contracts. The big contracts should also go to women, youth, and persons living with disability. There is a lot of money, not necessarily small money, in the construction industry, and we are the people who move this industry. And therefore, NCA, of course, being our regulator, is a critical organization or agency, and I want to commend my principal secretary and his CEO, Maurice Akech, for ensuring that this conference takes place. I know we have partners who have enabled us reach where we are, and this being the 5th, it's a lot of work, and I like the fact that you put it not annually, every 2 years, and maybe I think going that forward, that is still maybe the way we should leave it. But to bring this kind of number in a conference is not easy. But I also want to hope that we are not here because of gaining the points. You know, I've been a lawyer in practice, and you cannot get your annual certificate without securing points. So I know that the subjects that we are discussing are very key and very interesting, and will help in development of the professionals who are here. Distinguished guests, esteemed partners, ladies and gentlemen, it is with profound honor and privilege that I stand before you today at this very important conference in the construction industry with the theme leveraging the potential of MSMEs and technology for a resilient and sustainable construction industry. This conference marks a significant step in supporting MSMEs in realizing their full potential across the economy, and specifically the construction industry. Micro, small, and medium-sized enterprises are vital in achieving sustainable development goals. They are an important element of SDG 8 and SDG 9. That is, of course, decent work and economic growth, together with industry innovation and infrastructure. Kenya's economy heavily relies on MSME sector, and we've heard from our principal secretary. And you know, Susan is one of the youngest principal secretaries, and I really like the way she handles her docket, which provides employment to millions, spurs innovation, and contributes significantly to the GDP. However, the sector is often faced with challenges, including limited access to finance, inadequate infrastructure, regulatory and compliance constraints, limited market access and stiff competition, skills and capacity gaps, in technological challenges, we know that, and weak institutional support and networking. The MSME sector is among the prioritized sectors under the better model that which aims to bring down the cost of living, eradicate hunger, create jobs, expand the tax base, improve the country's foreign exchange balance, as well as inclusive growth. The bottom-up economic transformation agenda envisages the micro, small, and medium enterprises sector to be a catalyst in the creation of employment and livelihood opportunities, particularly for the poor, the marginalized groups. The government has supported the growth of MSMEs through initiatives aimed at creating a conducive environment for MSMEs to thrive. Despite the support, MSME's survey report for 2016 indicated that an average of 46.3% establishments closed within the first year of operation, and I think that has not really changed today. Empowering MSMEs requires collective action involving governments, businesses, civil society, and international organizations. We cannot solely count on MSMEs to continue their work in achieving the SDGs without supportive policies and guidelines for their growth. MSMEs need a framework anchored in a stable, consistent policy environment that promotes their growth. Within the context of the Affordable Housing Program, under the bottom-up economic transformation agenda, the sector has employed close to 200,000. My numbers are at 160 without inclusion of the current procurements that we are closing. 160,000 construction workers and contractors. The architects, engineers, quantity surveyors, and other professionals have been directly engaged in this remarkable program, and therefore the construction sector has and is still contributing to the development of MSMEs in large scale. I think I should be a very good darling of the sector, because we are creating jobs. Distinguished guests, and of course the professionals. No work can continue in this industry without the professionals, and take it from me as a lawyer, I insist on quality, and quality and standards cannot be assured or achieved without applying the skills and experiences of our professionals, fully qualified people. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the recently launched National Building Code 2024 provides for